Alrighty, looks like we're live again. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters Crew Major Leaguer Shuffle Draft Franchise Rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2. Last episode, we took on the Moonstars here in a doubleheader, and we simmed a few games beforehand as well. We won our first 2 games in the sim, lost the 3rd game in a pitcher's duel, and then proceeded to get the crap kicked out of us twice against the Moonstars. So we ended up finishing the entire episode 2 and 3, continuing our trend of having a losing record. In today's episode, we're highlighting this doubleheader series here against the Sawteeth and the Blowfish. We'll be jumping into 1 game apiece on each of them, and due to time constraints, probably won't be playing the full games. If they do tend to get out of hand, we will go ahead and move on to another one. But let's see which one we can do here. First up, we're taking on the Grapplers today. Don Sutton on the mound. Go ahead and set that lineup for him, and then here we go. Grapplers out to a 3-0 lead, and they end up winning 4-0 as we don't even score. So that's a fun one. 2 players are fighting over a motivational cat poster you found in the dugout. Who do you give it to, Louis or Giambi? Oh, Giambi, easily. Louis hasn't done anything all year. At least Giambi, did some stuff. So to the next one here. So we're already off the 0-1 start this episode. That's awesome. We're firmly in last place in the division. No roster moves to report. Let's look at player development opportunities. So we can now afford this one for Slip. That one is here. We can't afford this one for Giambi, but I do give this one to Slip the Edge because Rally Stopper is a very good trait. Gagne's will be available in 1 game as well. Now this one, Reverse Splits, is really good as well, and it's got Max Boost as well. So if we were to get that, Gagne would be almost formidable out of the bullpen. So really, it's between, and then Danny Diaz, obviously the screwball one. We're not going to be able to afford this one, unfortunately, so we're going to have to let this one die. So it comes down to Vanderwink, Gagne, and Giambi. Now the traits obviously outweigh Giambi's, so Slips, Rally Stopper, Extra Velocity, that's his main need as a pitcher. Rally Stopper is a nice bonus on it as well. But Eric Gagne's, he's got Reverse Splits. Now this one, it gives him accuracy, which he desperately needs as well. And it would have the Max Boost, and it has a higher potential chance of being picked up at 25%, whereas Vanderwink's only has a 15%. Now if we do buy this, well, that'll put us at what? Put us at 100 and some change. We would only get $215,000 per game, so we would need to hope that this one for Gagne lasts for 4 additional games in order to afford it. That is asking a lot from the game. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to go for this one for Gagne. This one seems to be the most powerful, and we'll be able to afford it next time out, and then we'll take a risk. So I think that'll be the one we go for. All right, next up against the Heaters, lineup is set. Tacoby versus Holmes. We'll see who comes out on top on this one. Heaters beat us in the finals last season, sweeping us out 3-0, and we get some revenge, winning 6-0 here, as Durbin Holmes pitches fantastically and gives us our first win in 4 games. So, yay. That ended our 4-game losing streak. No manager moments to sift through, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next one here, as it is going to take us into a matchup with the Sawteeth. Now, Brett Saberhagen is picked up by the wide loads as they're going to cut veteran Mark Burley. Unfortunate for Burley, but they do want to get a little bit younger there in the starting rotation and also free up some money. So I can understand the reasonings behind it, although Mark Burley is personally one of my favorite pitchers. So this is still here. Honestly, I think this one for Gagne is the right way to go, so let's go ahead and snap this up. 4 accuracy to 29, 1 contact to 5, down 2 junk to 44. Does not get the bonus 4 accuracy, which would have been nice. And he does not get reverse splits either. But I feel like that was the right way to go. I think that was the trait that we would have wanted, because then Gagne would have been just absolutely lights out against lefties. It is unfortunate that it didn't go our way, but it is what it is. Alright, so the first matchup here against the Sawteeth, it is going to... Ooh, George Bell is juiced. Nice. Oh, and Trisha Lee got hurt. Fantastic. So Burks is still playing hurt. Now Lee just got hurt. Awesome. Fantastic. Anyway, so I'm not going to pitch with Vanderwink. I want to see what happens on his own here. I want to see if he can, fix his own struggles, or see if this was just a wasted roster move at this point. See if he can get his first win. He's out to an early start, and he actually pitches well. We do win 8-0 as he strike. Yeah, I think he threw a complete game. Holy crap. Good job, Slip. Maybe I was the problem. But that's 2 wins in a row now for us. You need to choose one player who will be the color athlete for Dugout Heroes. Who's it going to be? Oh, this is going to be Holmes, because Holmes has been pitching really well recently, and Taters already has pretty high loyalty. Let's go ahead and give something to Holmes here. Give him some love. Make him feel a little bit better about himself, you know? Roster moves to report. No, a couple traits are now up. Ooh, reverse splits active. Ooh, for Munstar now. Rally starter for Ron Say. Okay, those seem like pretty good ones right there. Cheap one here for Foster. That's nice. I wish it was fielding, though. Gant gets +2 fielding on a random roll. Nice. Okay, not bad. All right, so that one for Vanderwing did disappear, unfortunately. Now, this one with reverse splits for Munstar. Ooh, that's really good. Thankfully, we have some time. We can wait and build up our finances on these. This one for Say is really good. Extra power, extra speed, extra contact. Rally starter would be a decent trait. It's a decent trait, so wouldn't mind getting it for Say. What else we got? Danny Diaz obviously is still here. George Bell, this one we can already buy. It'll be ready in 4 games. 2 games on this one for Burks. Not going to give this one to Burks, probably. I don't think the extra power and speed is going to help him. It's already his bread and butter. Plus, I don't want to lose his backup outfield positions. So, yeah, I think we'll just ignore this one. We'll definitely be able to get this one for Bell first. And then we'll probably build up to get this one for Munstar, because I think this outweighs Danny's. And it definitely outweighs Say's as well. All right, so let's sim up to the next one here. All right, so we will go ahead and jump into this matchup against the Sawteeth. On the mound for them is their ace, Nolan Ryan, 0-2 with a 7.98 ERA and a 1.91 WHIP. He has also gotten off to a very bad start, just like Danny Deals. Our ace is 1-2 with an 8.10 ERA and a 1.65 WHIP, coming off a game where he gave up, I believe, 5 home runs. So, yeah, not having a great season. So Lee is going to get the start at third base for the Tensei, despite being injured. Ellis Burks is also going to get the start in right field, despite being a little bit injured as well. Taters is hitting well. He's currently slotted in center. Gann is in left. You know what? I'm going to let Taters play center today. I'm going to see what happens. I always change it out, and it never goes right. So anyway, Star leads off at shortstop, locked in. Burks in right field batting second. Taters on fire in center. Giambi batting fourth at first base. Lee batting fifth at third. Gant in left batting sixth. George Bell batting seventh, DHing today. Willie Randolph is at second base batting eighth. And Rick Dempsey is going to get the start at catcher to give Tough Lift a day off. He'll bat number 9. Looking at the lineup for the Sawteeth, the last year's playoff team, they are Speed Demons. Have decent pitching rotation as well. Power and contact pretty good. Defense is only average at best, same with the bullpen, so they didn't have enough money to go around for everything. Looking at the lineup, only person standing out that's struggling is their left fielder, Howie Caldeet. He is rattled right now, so I guess they don't have anyone else who can play left at the moment. Lafayette Corner, here we are. Let's see if we can get a win here. Chukov, Michaels, and Green do up first here for the Sawteeth. Last year's playoff foe we faced in round 1 of the playoffs, and we sent them packing. Nice sweep against them. Chukov leading off the catcher, hitting .233 with 3 RBIs. Lineup for them. After him, it is shortstop Bloop Michaels, DH Ruby Green, third baseman Rhonda Horn, center fielder Carl Crawford, second baseman Cheyenne Hill, left fielder Howie Caldeet. He's rattled, first baseman Pomptu Chi, and right fielder Billy LeBoink. I think the only new addition to the lineup here is Billy LeBoink. I don't remember him being on the roster last season. Everyone else was on the playoff roster, so I recognize all of them at least. On their bench, they have run to third still. They have a new addition, Gary Templeton, former major leaguer, backup catcher Mamori Aoshima, who is our catcher at the beginning of the series, backup catcher at the beginning of the series, and 10th center fielder, new addition Clifford Kane. Pitching rotation, they still have Anita Bean, they have Roy Oswalt, and they also have Pat Henkin, all of them from last year's squad. Oswalt they signed before the playoffs last year, but he was technically still on the roster at one point. They still have Split Seamerson, Mike Timlin, Joseph Broseph, Molly Pops, and they picked up our guy Chad Bradford, who was at Freebooters start the series. So, all right, let's get it on. Danny Deals looking to bounce back after 2 bad starts and 1 decent start where he went 5 innings. He still has yet to pitch more than 5 innings in a start this season. Curveball down and the way is outside, 1-1. Cutter up, that's fouled off late, 1-2 the count. A collector active, forkball inside, chased and fouled off, 1-2. Where's it down in the way? Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch out for Deals, 1 down. Here's Blue Michaels. Batting .261 in the air, 6 RBIs. Bad ball hitter also active for Blue. Forkball up and away on the first pitch. Check swing strike called in there at the letters, 0-1. Cutter down, that's taken low, 1-1. Ball down in the way. That's grounded to third, right at Trisha Lee. She'll field it cleanly, makes the play, 2 down. Base is empty for DH Ruby Green with Mind Gamer hitting .212 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs on the season. Receiver down in the way. Grounded to the third base line, diving Lee out of her reach. That's a base hit. Nice attempt by Trisha, but she couldn't get to it. As Green will sneak that in up the line. It's a 2-out single. She's locked in, and that'll bring up third baseman Rhonda Horn, hitting .244 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Curveball down to the cleanup hitter. Popped up to left on the first pitch. Gant in. And Ron puts it away to end the inning as Danny Deals has a 0. Bottom 1, Star, Burks, and Taters do up against the ace of the Sawteeth, Nolan Ryan. Ryan had our number in the regular season last year, but in the playoffs, we got our revenge and knocked him out pretty early and ended up getting the sweep through the series on the Sawteeth, as that really set the tone for the rest of the playoffs for that series. Anyway, Ryan not playing well. He's 0-2. I think he's 0-1, right? He's 0-2. ERA just under 8. WHIP is just about 2. He's given up 15 runs already this year, 13 of them earned. Almost 1 run an inning, 17 hits given up, 3 homers, a hit batsman, 11 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Not a great year for Nolan here to start. Problem Star locked in with first pitch Slayer active here. Turns on the first pitch cutter inside and hits it well to center, but that's going to be an easy play out there for Crawford, 1 down. Next up, right fielder Ellis Burks hitting .250 with 5 RBIs. Still playing a little injured, but he's playing all right. Back above 250 now in the average category. 2-seamer down and in is inside. Ball 1. Still the elite fastball here for Nolan. There it is. Blew it by him at the letters. 1-1. Change away. Rip foul. 1-2. Okay, collector is active for Nolan. Out in front of the changeup. Strike 3. Looking fastball. Burks down swinging. First punch up for Ryan. 2 down. And here's the on fire center fielder Mash Taters. Hitting .375 with 7 homers and 15 RBIs on the year. Curveball way line to left field on the first pitch, and that's down in front of Caldeet. 2-out hit for the Freebooters. Keeps the inning alive here for Jason Giambi, the first baseman. Hitting only .200 to start the year with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. That heater's in the dirt as it bounces. Ball 1. Change away. Pulled on the ground to second. Hill to first, and that ends the inning as Giambi's average goes back below the Mendoza line. To the second, we're scoreless. Crawford, Hill, and Caldeet do up. Kyle Crawford leading off. Center fielder hitting only $182 on the year with a homer, 2 RBIs. Cutter middle in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Forkball down in the way. Just outside, 1-1. Four-seamer at the knees. Check swing strike called. It caught the knees, 1-2. Curveball down and in. Chased and fouled off is Crawford out in front. Cutter up and in. Chased it, strike 3. Second punch out for Deals, 1 down. Cheyenne Hill up next. Second baseman hitting .306. 3 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. Cutter down and in. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer away. Check swing strike called, 0-2. Forkball down in the way. Hit up the middle. That is going to be a base knock into center as Hill's going to be on with a 1-out knock. Good speed on at first base. We'll keep an eye on here. Here's left fielder rattled Howie Caldeet, hitting only .250 on the year with the RBI, and off-speed hitter is active though. Four-seamer away on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Pick off the first. Runner's going. Good read by Deals. He guessed correctly, and Hill's going to be in a rundown. And Willie Randolph will tag her out here for the second out of the inning as Hill is caught stealing. Her 5th attempt to steal this year. She's now only 3 for 5. Second time she's been caught. 0-1 pitch cutter up at the letters. Strike called to Howie. 0-2. Okay, Collector active for deals here. Four-seamer middle in. Chased it inside, strike 3. Third punch out for deals, and that ends the inning. As Howie continues to struggle. Bottom 2 were scoreless lead. Gant and Bell do up against Nolan Ryan. Here's Trisha Lee, the third baseman, hitting .429 on the year. No homers, no RBIs. Suffering from an injury. I don't know what it was because it was suffered in the simulation, but that heater misses outside from Ryan. Ball 1. She's well enough to play today. Heater inside, strike called. 1-1. Heater up, whiffed on it late. 1-2. K Collector now active for Ryan. Heater up, chased it, strike 3. Second punch out for Ryan as he's feeling it. 1 down. Here's left fielder Ron Gant hitting .324 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Changeup hangs middle of the zone, turned on by Gant deep to left field over the high wall, and that is a cannonball coming at you there as Ron Gant gets a hanging changeup and puts it out over the wall. Second homer of the year for Gant, and that makes it 1-0 Freebooters. Now remember, we won the first game today against the Sawteeth 7-0. That was in the sim. George Bell up, the DH hitting .273 with a homer, 2 RBIs. Respectable numbers for George so far. Curveball hangs on the next pitch, lined at the middle. That's a base hit. George Bell capitalizes on that hanging breaking ball, and he's on with a 1-out knock. That's going to bring up second baseman Willie Randolph, hitting .271 with 3 RBIs on the year, and we are not running on Chukov behind the plate, who has a really great arm, so don't expect any stolen bases today. First pitch to Randolph, two-seamer inside, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and in, jammed him, 0-2. Changeup away, foul back, 0-2. Curveball away, pulled up back to left center. That is down for a base hit as Randolph drops that in. First and second now with 1 down for the Freebooters, as that's 3 straight hits here. Rick Dempsey up next to catcher, hitting .375 off the bench this year, getting the start to give Tough Lift a day off. Batting 3 for 8 on the year. Heater up with late 0-1. The Sheriff was just late on that one. Fastball up at the letters, skied to left center. Easy play for Crawford as he barely has to move. 2 down. He's already kind of shading him that way, so. Next up, Carlton Starr flew out the center his first time up. He's 0-1, still locked in though. Fastball up, line at the middle, base hit, and into center right at Crawford. Bell's going to come around third and hold. Bases are loaded. That was a good throw by Crawford. 2 down, here's Ellis Burks. Struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0-1. Base loaded and 2 outs, nobody where to put him. Curveball down on the way in the first pitch, 1 hopper to second. Hill makes the play, and that ends the inning as we strand the bases loaded, but do get 1 run on the home run by Ron Gant. To the third, it's 1-0. Ducci, LeBoink, and Chukov do up for the Sawteeth. First baseman Pontucci leads off, former Freebooter, hitting .283, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Been with the Sawteeth both years here in the draft. Heater middle in, 1 hopper to second, right at Randolph. He'll make the play, 1 down. Danny Deal's locked in. Here's right fielder Billy LeBoink, hitting .231 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Curveball down in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Four-seamer down, grounded to second. Randolph over on the backhand, makes the play, 2 down. Quick start to the inning for Deals. Here's Chukov, catcher, as first pitch Slayer active. He's 0-1. Work ball down in the dirt, bounces, ball 1. Cutter away. Chukov hits it well down the left field line, hooking into the corner, and it's off the foul pole. That is a home run as it's sawed off. Chukov ties the game with 1 swing of the bat as that's his first homer of the year. It is 1-1. He went with the cutter away and sliced it down the line and hit it off the pole. Luke Michaels up next, 0-1, as Deals back to neutral mojo here. Cutter down and in is low, ball 1. Four-seamer middle in line to short, leaping his star to Lincoln, knocked that one out of the air as he makes the catch to end the inning. Game is tied after the homer by Chukov. Bottom 3, Taters, Giambi, and Lee. Heart of the lineup up against Ryan. Taters leads off, singled in the first inning. He's 1 for 1 today. Heater outside, nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Chased it down and in on the heater. Low, 1-1. Two-seamer away, fouled back. 1-2 the count to Taters. Chased the curveball outside, fouled off, still 1-2. Chased it up and away, strike 3 as Ryan didn't throw a single one of those pitches in the zone. Third punch up for him, 1 down. Here's Giambi, 0 for 1 with a ground out the second, his first time up. Chased it again, out of the zone, 0-1. Chased it high again, 0-2. Fouled off, 0-2. Chased outside, fouled off again, still 0-2. Two-seamer away, blooped over third. Going out for it, the shortstop Michaels will make the catch, 2 down. Base empty for Trisha Lee, 0 for 1 today with the ground out. Oh no, did she strike out? She struck out. Heater up, taken high, ball 1. Change up away is outside, 2-0. Fastball middle of the plate, Lee hits it well to center, but it's going to go right at Crawford. And this is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan. He only threw 1 pitch in the strike zone the entire inning. To the 4th, it's 1-1. Green, Horn, and Crawford do up against Deals. Here's Ruby Green, singled in the first inning. She's locked in, 1 for 1 today. Dribble down and in, strike called, 0-1. Cutter away, fouled off late, 1-1, or 0-2. Work ball down. Chop, slow roller to second. Randolph races in, bare hands and fires. 1 down, nice play, Willie. Rhonda Horn up next, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Still at the left fielder first time up. Four-seamer at the letters, strike called, 0-1. Work ball down and in. Ripped foul behind the plate, 0-2. Whiffer activates as well as K collector. Third ball away, hangs, line to left center, leaping his star out of his reach. That'll be extra bases for Horn, as that's going to get all the way to the fence. Taters gets it in, but it is going to be a 1-out double. Carl Crawford's up next. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Better up and away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Third ball up and in is high, 1-1. Good take there from Carl. Work ball down and in, strike called, 1-2. Forcing him down and away, taken low, 2-2. Better up and away, high, 3-2, good eye. Forcing him up. Turned on by Crawford, hit well to right field, and that's not coming back. He sawed it off into the second deck. 3 straight, 2-strike fastballs, and Crawford finally got around on one. It is now his second homer of the year, and 3-1, Sawteeth take the lead. First lead they've had in the doubleheader. Next up, Hill, 1 for 1 with a single today. His deal's now tense after the home run ball bites it in the ass again. Curveball hits hard to third, past the diving Lee on the first pitch, and that keeps the inning alive with 1 down. 3 straight hits here for the Sawteeth. Here's Caldete, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Forcing her away on the first pitch, fouled off late, 0-1. Cutter down, popped up to left center, Gant in, calling for it. Gant puts it away for the second out of the inning. And then that'll bring up Pompducci, 0 for 1. First pitch curveball taken low, runner goes, throw down to second is late as Hill steals second. 1 for 2 today on steals. Forcing him down and in is inside, 2-0. Work ball whiffed inside, 2-1. Also makes Hill 4 for 6 on the season. Cutter down and away, whiffed on it outside, 2-2. Forcing him up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. 4th punch out for Deals, and that ends the inning. Bottom 4 is still 3-1 after the homer by Crawford. Gant, Bell, and Randolph do up. Gant leads off. He homered his first time up on a hanging changeup. He's 1 for 1 today. Changeup taken way high, ball 1. Fastball up, hit well by Gant to right center field. He got around on that one. Does it have the legs? Cannonball coming at you there. Yes, it does, in the first deck in right center as it stays on the bottom level. But Gant hits his second homer of the game, his first multi-homer game of the season, 3rd of the year. And we're now back 3-2. We're only 1 run behind. Here's George Bell. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Two-seamer taken low, ball 1. Fastball way line to right field as Bell lines that over the first baseman, and it gets all the way to the wall as LeBoink gives chase. Bell reaches with just a single as LeBoink has a pretty good arm, so we'll hold here. Runner on, none down. Here's Willie Randolph. He singled his first time up as well. He's 1 for 1 today. Two-seamer inside, misses. Ball 1. Heater taken low. 2-0 the count to Willie. Curveball down and in. Ripped by Randolph to the gap left center field, and that's going to be extra bases as it rolls all the way to the fence. Bell already on his way to third. He'll be sent around third. Cut throw from Ducci is late. It is an RBI double. We're tied at 3 as Randolph drives in a run. Here's Dempsey. He's 0 for 1 today. Change at middle to plate. Turned on by Rick, but down the line. It'll be out of play. 0-1. Good swing, just early. Curveball hangs. Fouled off again as Dempsey late. 0-2. Chased it high, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Ryan, 1 down. Carlton Starr up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Locked in still. Heater away outside, ball 1. Good RBI chance for Carlton as well if he can put one in. Chase that one up and in, inside, 1-1. Way inside at the two-seamer, 2-1. Chased it high out of the zone, 2-2. Change up down and away, pulled on the ground to second. Hill plays the first, 2 down. Randolph gets the third on the play. Now to bring up Ellis Burks with the RBI chance. He grounded out with the bases loaded last time up. He's 0 for 2. He also struck out. Change up at the knees, pulled on the ground to short. Backhanded by Michaels. He'll make the play, and that'll end the inning. Freebooters, though, tie it up with an RBI double from Randolph and another homer from Ron Gant. 3-3 to the 5th. LeBoink, Chukov, and Michaels do up. Here's LeBoink. He's 0 for 1 today and currently tense. Grounded out his first time up. Four-seamer up and in. Turned on and ripped down the left field line into the corner, and that could be extra bases for LeBoink. Gant gets to it quickly, and that'll hold LeBoink to just a single as he doesn't run well. He's back to neutral as Deals is tense again. Here's Chukov, 1 for 2 with a homer last time up. Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Strike called as it floats in there, 0-1. Forkball down, chased it, 0-2 late. Curveball down, pulled on the ground to second, and that's a base hit into right field as that was in the hole. 2 on, none down here as the Sawteeth in business in the 5th. Here's Michaels, 0 for 2. Cutter away on the first pitch. That's lined to right field. That is going to be down for another base hit as that's going to load him up. LeBoink holds the third. Good throw by Burks. Bases loaded, no outs. Here's Ruby Green, 1 for 2 with a single. Thank God she still doesn't have RBI hero. Still, I'm very worried. Let's see what we can do. Forkball away in the first pitch, fouled off back into the backstop, 0-1. Cutter inside, chased and fouled into the screen, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in, way high, 1-2. Curveball away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. 5th punch out for Deals, 1 down. Next up, Rhonda Horn, 1 for 2 with a double last time up. She also scored on a home run by Crawford. Double play here will get us out of the inning. Curveball middle in on the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Forcing me down in the way. Fouled off early, 0-2. Whiffer activates again. Forkball down and in. Checked in the dirt. Good hold, 1-2. Cutter away. Just outside, 2-2. No call from the ump. Four-seamer middle in. Blooped over second. Randolph watches it drop in right center. Nothing we can do about that one. 1 run will score. They play station to station as LeBoink is in. 4-3. Sawteeth retake the lead. Bases remain loaded for Carl Crawford, who had a 2-run homer last time up. He's 1 for 2. Looking to capitalize on this big opportunity here against Deals. First pitch forkball down and in. Check swing strike called at the knees. 0-1. Curveball up and in hangs, and he's early on it, thank God. 0-2. Forcing me down and away. Way outside off the glove of Dempsey. He wasn't ready for it. Runner coming home. Throw to the plate. Oh, and there he's in a rundown. Oh, no. Dempsey going to tag him out for the second out of the inning. 1-2, 2 in scoring position steal for Crawford. He's still got a good RBI chance here. Don't count him out yet. Cutter down at the knees. Fouled off. A little late. Still 1-2. Curveball way inside. Nowhere near the zone. 2-2. Four-seamer up. Strike 3 called at the top of the zone. Punch out for Deals, his 6th, and that ends the inning as he strands 2 in scoring position, only giving up 1 run with the bases loaded and none down. 4-3 to the bottom of the 5th. Taters, Giambi, and Lee do up. Here's Taters, 1 for 2 with a single today. Down to locked-in Mojo after striking out last time up. Taters way high, ball 1. Fastball down and in, check swing strike, 1-1. Curveball taken high, 2-1. That was nowhere near the zone. Curveball chased in the dirt, fouled off, 3-1 to count the Taters, or 2-2. Changeable way, ripped hard and foul, still 2-2. Curveball down, grounded to first, right at Ducci, 1 down. Next up is Giambi, he's 0 for 2 today. Fastball up and in, whiff late on it, inside, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, turned on by Giambi into the corner, hit pretty well, that's got some carry. Leaping at the wall, it is gone. Cannonball coming at you there. 3rd homer of the game for the Freebooters, 1st for Giambi today, his 3rd of the season, and that makes it 4-4. We're once again tied. Trisha Lee is up next, 0 for 2 today. Ryan now tense. Heater inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball away is fouled off late, out of play, 1-1. Fastball down and in, whiffed on it, 1-2. Curveball chased inside by Lee, but she'll foul it off, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away, popped up to second. Easy play there for Hill, 2 down. Base is empty for Ron Gant, who's homered twice today off Ryan. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and locked in. Chase the Heater down and away, 0-1. Heater up, hard chopper to first, but right at Ducci, and that's going to end the inning. Freebooters, though, tie it up on a home run by Giambi. 4-4 to the 6th. Hill, Caldeet, and Ducci do up. Here's Cheyenne Hill, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, starting the inning off against Danny Deals. She's been caught stealing once and stolen 1 base as that curveball's taken in the dirt. Ball 1. Four-seamer taken high, 2-0. Forkball down, hard grounder to 3rd, right at Lee. Trisha fields it cleanly, 1 down. Deals back to neutral. Here's Caldeet, 0 for 2 and rattled. Danny looking to go a strong 6 innings today. It's already his longest start of the season, no matter what. With that first out as that cutter caught the inside corner, 0-1. Four-seamer middle in is inside, 1-1. Curveball away. Caldeet whiffs on it, 1-2 as he's out in front. Forkball down in the way. Taken in the dirt, 2-2. Four-seamer middle in. Check swing strike 3 called. 7th punch out for Deals. 2 down. Ducci up next, 0 for 2 today. Base is empty, 2 down. Cutter down in the way. Fouled off late into the Freebooters dugout, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in is inside, 1-1. Forkball down and in. Taken low, 2-1. Cutter away. Crushed the right center field. That's hit pretty well. That is carrying off the fence. None of the extra bases. Taters gets it in, but it is a double for Ducci. His first hit today. He's 1 for 3. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Billy LeBoink, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Hard up the middle to short. Past the diving star into left center. That's a base hit. Runner coming around 3rd. Throw from Taters is late. It's an RBI single for LeBoink. Sawteeth take the lead again. It's 5-4. Here's Chukov, 2 for 3 with the double and a single today. 1 run driven in, or a homer and a single today. Cutter at the knees on the first pitch. Hard rip foul out in front of it. 0-1. Pushing up and away. Taken high. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Taken low. 2-1. Forkball away, runner goes on the sign stealer, hit pretty well to left field. Gant looking up, and it is gone. 2nd homer of the game for Chukov as Deals just can't get out of the 6th inning. 2nd homer of the day for Chukov, and that makes it 7-4, and I think we're going to call it here for this game anyway. Michael's up 1 for 3 with a single. Going to have to go to the bullpen here. We're going to go turn it over to Elaine Munstar. Four-seamer up on the first pitch to Michaels. Ripped hard to left on the line, but right again, and that ends the inning. 3 runs given up in the inning as 2 more homers, the RBI double and another homer hit deals as he gives up 3 homers today. Bottom 6 at 7-4. Bell, Randolph, and Dempsey do up. George Bell 2 for 2 today off Ryan. He's singled twice, looking to get us back in the game. Curveball middle in on the first pitch, popped it up, and that hung. Easy play down the line there for Cal to eat in foul territory, 1 down. Next up, Willie Randolph 2 for 2 with the RBI double last him up and a single. Peter in there, 0-1. Peter outside, 1-1. Curveball up, hangs, grounded hard to short. Michaels makes the play, 2 down. Next up is Dempsey. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out last time up and is grounded out. Fastball up, grounded the second. 1-2-3 inning here for Ryan in the 6th. And I'm going to sim the rest of this one here, as where our deal was to only go through Danny's start here today, and then we'll move on to the second game against the Blowfish. I thought it was the Sandcats, but it is the Blowfish, so I'm going to go ahead and sim the rest of this one, see how the team does. Can we get the win? Probably not, considering we just shit the bed in the 6th inning, but our offense may wake up. It may surprise us. Let's see what happens. Plus, I've only got 20 minutes before I have to leave for work, so yeah, I kind of need to speed this up if we want to get both of them. Let's see, can we rally back? No, we can't. We will lose by the final score of 7-4, but our bullpen did put up zeros the last 3 innings, so that's good. Unlucky, we're now 5-8 as we have lost, I believe, twice this episode, if I remember correctly. No, we've only lost once. Well, we lost twice. We're 2-2 now in the episode. Got a 2-game series coming up here against the Blowfish. No roster moves to report, so we'll go ahead and sim up. The first game against the Blowfish, Don Sutton is going to be on the hill. We're going to sim that one. I actually want to play with Durbin Holmes here today. He's the only starter I have yet to pitch with this season, so kind of want to see how it goes, you know. All right, so we're facing the 2-11 Blowfish, who aren't having a great year. Tusker Fuss is due on the hill for them. Their lineup is set. No record, a 4.02 ERA and a 1.28 whip. And on the mound for us, Don Sutton, who took his first loss last time out. 1-1 on the year with a 4.70 ERA and a 1.30 whip. We have a while to go before we can afford all of the ones that I want, so we'll go ahead and wait. All right, lineup is already set. Let's get it on. See how it goes. Can Sutton get us back in the win column here? We're out early with 4 runs in the first off Fuss. We never look back. We end up winning 12-0. So that's a big win. Gets us back to a positive run differential, and we're out of last place. So, yay. All right, couple games to sim. No roster moves and no manager moments. So let's go ahead and sim up to the next one, which is the game we're going to play. Sawteeth are going to bounce back and lose 7-5 against the Wild Pigs. Damn, and I thought we were getting a little closer to the Pigs. So the Moose do win in the sim, so they do move above us, so now we're back in last place again. But we still have a positive run differential, so can't complain. All right, 2-12 Blowfish send Chasey Kim to the mound, 0-3 with a 10.12 ERA and a 1.88 whip for the former Overdogs pitcher. And on the mound for us, it is Durbin Holmes, the right-hander, locked in, 1-1 with a 1.45 ERA and an 0.86 whip. Without a doubt, our best performing starter so far here through the first 3 and change starts. I believe this would be his 4th start of the year, so let's see how he does. Lineup is set. Wilson locked in center, followed by Starr locked in at short. Taters locked in at first. Giambi locked in DHing. Burks on fire in right. Lee at third. Gant locked in left. Randolph at second. And Dempsey catching. Let's get it on. Looking at the lineup for the Blowfish. They put all their money into their offense, and they're only 2-12. Yeah, they're going to need to start making some changes soon. Otherwise, they are not going to be competitive for very long. Lineup, left fielder Hanley Dexter, the utility man, leads off, followed by first baseman Downtown Upton. Batting third is the locked-in DH Jorge Posada. Batting fourth, shortstop Guns Jackman. Batting fifth, catcher Joe Maurer. Batting sixth is Fungo Akira. I believe he's in center field today. Dexter is leading off here, hitting .328 with 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Fastball hitter active against Holmes. Rest of the lineup for the Blowfish after Kuro, it is right fielder Arsenio Armstrong, second baseman D.P. Turner, and third baseman former major leaguer Matt Williams. On the bench, they have Slapper Glute, overrated, right fielder Ella Royds, first baseman Seb Swolson, third baseman Bad Brown. Rest of their pitching rotation, Bartolo Colon, Big Sexy as he is known, Tusker Fuss, who we beat up here in the first game of this doubleheader, and then Shania Burns. Bullpen, they have Rafael Betancourt, Kyrone Throne, Bob Locker, Mindy Marshwater, and Maximo Primo, who's injured. Oof. Tough. Looking at Holmes on the air, 1-1, 145 ERA, 0.86 whip, 3 earned runs given up in 3 starts, 1 run a start, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits surrendered, 5 walks, a homer, a hit batsman, 13 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 167. Slider up in the first pitch, check swing, strike called, 0-1, as there's the elite slider from Holmes. Curveball down in the dirt, 1-1. Change a bit the knees, out in front of it, 1-2 as Dexterez is fooled. Slider down and in. Grounded to short, star there on the easy pickup, 1 down. Next up is first baseman Downtown Upton, hitting .206 with 2 RBIs. Contact versus righty active here. Two-seamer away on the first pitch outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Check swing strike called. 1-1. Slider away. Fouled off. 1-2. Two-seamer up and in. Inside. 2-2. Good hold. Four-seamer down and in. Chop slow roller to short. Star makes the play on the charge. 2 down. Base is empty for Posada. Catcher's locked in. Former Yankee. Hitting .323 with 2 RBIs. He's DHing today as Joe Mauer is getting the start behind the plate. First pitch curveball down and in the dirt. Ball 1. Change up, taken high. 2-0. Receiver at the knees. Check swing strike. 2-1. Slider away, way outside. 3-1. Receiver down and in. Fouled off. Full count. Up and away. Fouled off late by Posada, out of play. Still full. Slider up. Chased it high, strike 3. First punch out for Holmes as he gets it with his trusty slider. Bottom 1 were scoreless. Wilson, Starr, and Taters due up here against Chasey Kim. Wilson hitting only a $190 on the air, but he's locked in right now with 1 RBI. First pitch Slayer active against Chasey Kim, the former Overdogs, number 3. Kim on the air. Where is he? There he is. 0-3, 10-12 ERAs, lost every start so far, 188 whip, 15 earned runs given up in only 13 innings. He's averaging over 1 run an inning, 21 hits surrendered, 13 strikeouts, 4 homers, 4 walks, a hit batsman, and a .356 batting average against. That sounds like a guy I would fire in a hurry. Heater way in the dirt, ball 1. Heater in there, 1-1. Chased it away on the heater, 1-2. Slider inside is skied to center by Wilson. Easy catch out there for Akiro, 1 down. Next up is Carlton Starr. Shortstop locked in with first pitch Slayer, hitting .352. 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the air. Chased it inside, fouled off, 0-1. Expect to see a lot of fastballs from Kim. That's what he's good at. Here, away, strike called, 0-2. Whether or not they're in the zone, that remains to be seen. That one was, and we were late. First punch out for Kim, 2 down. Here's Taters, first baseman locked in, hitting .351, 7 homers, 15 RBIs. Heater inside, whiffed on it, 0-1. Fastball up, line to left center field by Taters, heading to the gap. Kiro does get there and picks it out of the air. 1-2-3 inning here for both pitchers in the first. Up now for the Blowfish, Jackman, Mauer, and Akiro. Leading off, former Freebooters offensive captain, shortstop Guns Jackman, hitting .192 with 2 homers, 6 RBIs. First pitch, 4-seamer down and away, fouled off late, 0-1. Curveball down and in, whiffed on it in the dirt, 0-2 is Jackman behind. 2-seamer away, grounded up the middle on the number. Randolph dives behind the bag to make the stop, fires to first, does get him by a step. Nice play, Willie, 1 down. Here's Joe Mauer hitting .233 with a homer, 2 RBIs. 2-seamer away, check swing strike call to the former Minnesota Twin catcher, 0-1. Curveball down and in, ripped foul, out in front of it, 0-2. Four-seamer inside. Blooped over second. Star on the dive, cuts it off behind the bag, gets up and fires. Not quite in time this time. Nice play by Carlton, but Maurer has a little bit more speed than Jackman. First hit today for the Blowfish. Here's Akuro, the center fielder, hitting .234, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. First pitch slider in the dirt. Good block by Dempsey, ball 1. Four-seamer in there, fouled off late, 1-1. Two-seamer inside, misses, 2-1. Change-up way high, taken, 3-1. Four-seamer middle of the way, grounded the second right at Randolph. He'll flip the second, 1. Star to first, double play, you love to see it. Bottom 2, we're scoreless. Giambi, Burks, and Lee do up. Here's Giambi hitting .250, 3 homers, 10 RBIs in the air. He's locked in. Whoa, missed one down the middle, 0-1, damn it. Two-seamer up, hits Kim right in the face. And Giambi's going to get a single out of it as Upton came to pick up the ball, and he is down. Quick, somebody get a towel. He's bleeding. Here's Burks hitting .250 with 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Oh, it only hit him in the body? Really? It hit him in the face on my screen. Come on, game. Stop that. Kim now injured. Here's Burks on fire. Forkball almost hit him in the chest. He's out of the way. 1-0, .250 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the year for Burks. Heater up, ripped at first, right off the glove of the first baseman. It was right to him. Throw to second, still gets Giambi, though, on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Here's Lee hitting .360 with no homers, no RBIs. Change up right there. Two-seamer right there, actually, 0-1. Two-seamer up, bloop to right center. That is going to be down for a base hit as Burks is going to round second. He's going to sprint for third. Akuro's throw comes to second. Single for Lee. Runners at the corners. 1 down for Ron Gant. Left fielder also locked in. Hitting .341 with 4 homers and 5 RBIs. It looks like Gant hit another homer in the sim, so that's good. Let's see what he does here. Fastball up. Skies it to right field. Right there for it is the right fielder. Runner is tagging at third. Catch made by Armstrong. We'll draw the throw. It's a good one, and we will hold, as that was a cannon. Holy crap. Got it to him in the air. Randolph up next. Willie hitting .291. 4 RBIs on the air. 2 runners on the corners. 2 down. That is in the dirt. Ball 1 on the fourth two-seamer. Four-seamer on the inside corner. 1-1 from Kim. Two-seamer up. Ripped by Randolph to the gap left center field. Akuro's not going to get there. That is extra bases. Lee on her way to third. She's going to be sent around third. Here's the relay throw from Jackman. It is late. 2-run double for Randolph. It's 2-0 Freebooters. Dempsey up next, hitting .250 on the air. 3 for 12 on the season. Forkball inside, misses to the Sheriff. Ball 1. That's low, 2-0. Slider up and in, hit up the middle. Past the diving shortstop, that's a base hit. Coming around third is Randolph. He's going to score easily. RBI knock for Dempsey, his first RBI of the year. It's 3-0 Freebooters. Next up, Willie Wilson, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out, flew out his first time up. Heater up and away in the first pitch, hitting the hole. Passed off the diving glove of Jackman into left field. Single for Wilson, he's 1 for 2. Inning still alive with 2 down, 2 on. Here's Carlton Starr, 0 for 1. No longer locked in. Heater up in the first pitch, dumped to center field. That is down for a base hit. Dempsey coming around third. He's going to try it. Here's the throw from Akuro. It is just in time to nail him at the plate, and that does end the inning. The 3-run score for the Freebooters on the single by Dempsey and 2 on the double by Randolph. To the third, Armstrong, Turner, and Williams. Bottom of the lineup up. Here's Armstrong, right fielder, hitting .171, 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year for Arsenio. First pitch, 4-seamer down and in, chased inside, 0-1, bad swing. Slider down and away, that's lined to short, right at Starr for the first out. Turner up next, hitting only a .050 on the year. No homers or RBIs yet for the second baseman. 2-seamer up and away, chased it outside, 0-1. Ball down and in. That's blooped to right center field, hanging up for Burks. He's there. Puts it away, 2 down. Base is empty for Matt Williams, third baseman hitting a .179 with an RBI on the air. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off late, 0-1. Little hack active, change it down and in is inside, 1-1. Slider down and away, chased it outside, 1-2. Ball down and away, ripped up the third base line, foul, still 1-2. His little hack active again for Williams here. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3. Second punch out for Holmes, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for him in the third. Bottom 3, Taters, Giambi, and Burks do up. Here's Taters, 0 for 1 with a ground out his first time up. Curveball down and in on the first, slider down and in on the first pitch, actually. Line to center, right out of Curo, 1 down. Giambi up next, locked in. Singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Slider away outside, ball 1. Fastball down and in, hard grounder to second, past the diving glove of Turner, base hit. Second hit for Giambi today, he's 2 for 2. Puts him on with 1 down for Burks, who's 0 for 1 today. Still down to locked in mojo here. Chopper back to Kim, he'll fire to second 1. Turner to first, in the dirt. Good save by Upton to keep it in front of him, but it's the fielder's choice. Here's Lee, 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball middle of the plate, whiff lead, 0-1. Slider down, line at the middle, base hit as Lee waits for it. 2 on, 2 down now here for the Freebooters. So that'll bring up, I believe, it's Ron Gant, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Heater up and in, crushed by Gant on the line to right field, but right at Armstrong, and that'll end the inning. To the fourth, it's still 3-0 Freebooters. Dexter's Upton and Posada do up. There's Hanley, he's 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball down, taken low, ball 1. Change it down and in. Dexter's fouls it back into the screen, 1-1. Slider down, taken low, 2-1. Forcing it down and away, chopped to short up the middle. Star dives, knocks it down, fires to first. In time, nice play, Carlton, 1 down. Next up, Upton, 0 for 1 today. He's up and away in the first pitch, fouled off into the screen, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. It's popped up to left field, hit pretty well, but he got under it. Gann is there. Under the sky ball for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Posada, who's 0 for 1.
Number 20, Jorge Posada.
First pitch slider down and in, taken low, ball 1. Four-seamer down and away, just low, 2-0. Good eye by Jorge. Change up and in is inside, 3-0. Slider hangs down the middle. Posada rips it on the ground, and that's into center for a base hit. Wilson gets in, and that'll keep Posada to a single. 2-out single keeps the inning alive here for Jackman, who's 0 for 1. Four-seamer up and away, just high, ball 1. Slider down and away, outside, 2-0. Two-seamer up and in. Jackman jams him, then he fouls it down the right field line. 2-1. Ball down and away. Grounded the first. Taters there on the line. Taps the bag, and that'll end the inning. Bottom 4, it's 3-0. Randolph, Dempsey, and Wilson do up. Willie Randolph 1 for 1 with a 2-run double his first time up. Looking to start the inning here in the fourth. Two-seamer up and away. High. Ball 1. Slider hangs on the next pitch. Grounded the second right at Turner. 1 down. Rick Dempsey up next. He singled home a run his first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. That was his first RBI of the year. Fastball chased high out of the zone. Fouled off out of play. No one gets there. 0-1. Fastball up hard. Chopper through the middle, and Dempsey has his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. Rick seeing the ball well today. Nice to see that out of the Sheriff, as he's not known for that. He's only just here for defense. Here's Willie Wilson. 1 for 2 with a single. Locked in today. Slider way in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball way hard, chopper to short. This could be 2. Jackman to second 1. Turner to first. Late fielder's choice for Wilson. 2 down, runner at first for Starr. 1 for 2 with a single. Now to do it for Chasey Kim. He only goes 3 2/3 today due to the injury. Is coming out of the bullpen is locked in reliever Bob Locker, former major leaguer. Pretty solid year for Locker. 1.64 ERA, 1.64 whip. Whip's a little high, but the ERA is pretty good. Locked in as well. Pick off to first, back safely is Wilson. Fastball at the knees, chopped to short. Starr is going to be retired by Jackman to end the inning. Top 5 we go. It's 3-0. Maurer, Curo, and Armstrong go up against Holmes, who's cruising right now. Here's Maurer, 1 for 1 with a single today. First pitch changeup down and in is taken low. Good eye by Joe, 1-1. Two-seamer down in the way. Fooled him as he's out in front of it. 1-1. Slider middle away. Maurer fouls it off late into the Blowfish dugout. 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. Taken high. Good eye by Joe. 2-2. Ball down and in. Ripped foul hard into the Freebooters dugout this time. 2-2. Two-seamer down. Hard grounder at the middle. Another hit for Joe Maurer. He's 2 for 2 today. He's on to lead off the fifth here with a seeing eye single. Next up is Akuro 0 for 1. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called 0-1. Little hack active for Akuro here. Curveball down in the waist. Strike called at the knees. Quickly 0-2. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing outside. 1-2. Slider down in the way. Low in the dirt. 2-2. Holmes is at 15. He's had 2 strikeouts today. Okay. Four-seamer up and in. Bloop to second on the pop-up right at Randolph. 1 down. Next up, Armstrong 0 for 1 today. Heater away. Strike called. 0-1. Dribble down and in. Turned on by Armstrong into the corner, but he's out in front of it. 0-2. Slider down and in. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. Third punch out for Holmes. 2 down. Here's Turner 0 for 1 today. Change up away on the first pitch. Check swing. Strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Whiffed on it late. 0-2. Two-seamer down and in. Strike 3 called. Fourth punch out for Holmes. That ends the inning. Bottom 5, it's 3-0. Taters, Giambi, and Burks do up. Here's Mash, 0 for 2 today. Blown out and grounded out. Heater away in the first pitch. Crushed down the left field line by Mash Taters. He got around on that one. And that is a cannonball coming at you there in the seats. We're going to be up 4-0 here as Taters hits his team-leading 8th home run of the season. And it is now 4-0. Good rip by Taters. Got around on the fastball. Here's Giambi, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Blocker no longer locked in. Changeup chased in the dirt. Fouled off by Jason, 0-1. Fastball away is pulled on the ground to second. Easy play for DP. 1 down. Next up, Ellis Burks. He's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and grounded out. Still locked in. Heater away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball away is high. 1-1. Two-seamer inside almost hits at Burks as he gets out of the way. 2-1. Change up and in. Pulled foul. 2-2. K neglector active for Locker here. Fastball away. Crushed by Ellis Burks to right center field. He took a fence to get thrown at, and he just put that one over the fence. Cannonball coming at you there. Second of the inning for the Freebooters. It is 5-0. It's also our second of the game as well. Third homer of the year for Ellis Burks, and we are now up 5-0 here in the 5th. This will be the last half inning. I do have to go to work after this, so we will sim after this inning is completed. Lee up 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, facing Locker. Change up, ripped hard and foul. Out of play, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, line to center field. That's going to hang up, though, for Akuro on the liner. 2 down. Gann up next. He's 0 for 2. Curveball up and in, ripped hard to third, but right at Matt Williams. That'll end the inning. But 2 solo homers in the inning for Taters and Burks makes it 5-0 Freebooters to the 6th. We're going to turn the keys over to Durbin Holmes the rest of the way and the bullpen, and we'll see how things work out. 9-1-2 due up for the Blowfish in the 6th. It's Matt Williams 0 for 1. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. Will we finish with a winning record this episode? Let's find out. Or will we finish at 500? Because I believe right now we're 3-2. Now remember, we beat them 12-2 the first time around, so let's see how this one goes. Or no, it was 12-0. That's right, 12-0. And it's already 5-0 here. They do end up scoring on a double by Jackman. Burks hits a second homer in the game later on, and we do end up winning 6-2. 7-8 now on the year. We have finished the episode 4-2. Very good episode. Much better than the previous ones we've had this year. Only 1 roster move to report. Tough Lift loses 4 power. He's down to a B-. And Sponge Dryden is released by the Sirloins for veteran catcher Clutch Corman. Let's sim up to the next one here real quick. All right, we are still in fourth place as the Moose do lose, so we are now only 3.5 games out of first. Not bad. We're still in striking distance. So next episode, we'll do player development here first, see if there's anything I want to pick up real quick. Now, Ron Says is available. However, he doesn't necessarily need this, although this is very helpful for him. Rally Starter would be a nice trait. I like this one for Munstar the most. And if I get this for Say, there is no way in hell I'm going to get this one for Moonstar. Or Munstar. And the reverse splits is very, very powerful. Oh, injury prone. No, we do not give that to Taters. No. Ignore that one. This one for Bell is still pretty good. This will be here and for one more game before we can buy it. Burks, I'm not running the risk of losing his outfield playability. Choker's a dumb trait for Lee. So really, it's between Munstar and Say. No matter what, we're going to be able to get the one for George Bell. It's just, do we buy this one for Say, then the one for Bell, or do we ignore this one for Say and continue to build up for this one for Munstar? I think I'm going to play the long game here and build up for this one for Munstar, just because this one is just so powerful. If we get reverse splits on her, she's going to be lights out against lefties. Yeah, so I think we're going to save up. That's the play we're going to do. All right, so next episode, who are we going to focus on? We are playing those damn Grass Eaters for the first time this season, I believe. Yep. We've already played the Crocodons, so we can ignore this one. Yeah, I think that's what we'll tune into, because this is a division rival. And then next up is the 3-game series against the Moose. Ooh, and then the Hot Corners. So, yeah, we do have a couple episodes against division rivals coming up, so we'll focus on this one for the Herbisaurs. Deals and Sutton going to be on the mound in that one. I like that. This should be a good pitching matchup. It looks like the top of each rotation. Deals versus Black and Sutton versus Cooper. I like it. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We end up going 4-2 today here on the episode all told. We started off simming 2 games, losing the first game 4-0, and then winning the second game 6-0. We then simmed the first game against the Sawteeth, which we win 8-0. We had a back-and-forth contest with the Sawteeth, which we left after giving up the lead in the 6th inning and ended up losing by the same score, 7-4. We then simmed the next game against the Blowfish, shut them out 12-0, and then we played this game and left with a 5-0 lead, winning 6-2 in the end. So we go 4-2 in today's episode. We are now out of last place in the division. We are now in 4th, only 3.5 out of 1st, and looking to get back to 500 next episode, where we will take on our division rivals, those damn Grass Eaters, who right now are tied for the division lead. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is going to be down in the description below if you want to come over and watch these games live before they're posted. And also to follow me over on this platform if you so choose. I'll catch you on the next episode, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, everybody.